Welcome back. We're going to talk about the World Cup, something a little different here at Herman Wells that we're going to talk about. But Keith Stahl and I, Bill Demas, how you guys doing? We love soccer and we love the World Cup. So we're going to go over a couple things. There's a couple episodes. Please, watch them all. First of all, what we want to talk about is something very unique this year, which is the amount of younger players in the World Cup, 18 years old, and not just playing on what we call the smaller teams, but on big contending teams. Younger players really make an impact. Pele came out 17 years old and helped win the World Cup. And they're 17, and they're just not what we used to be seeing 17, which are these kids that are coming in late at the game, super energy, and can just outrun everybody with the older legs and tired legs. These kids are coming on and are just making very difficult shots from the top of the box and moves that you're saying that guy can't be 17.
Right.
It's amazing.
The player development is unique in this day and age.
So who do you think is one of the younger players that we really got to watch?
Lamine Yamal, hands down, most exciting player, but plays for arguably one of the two top clubs in the world. Is just a fantastic forward. I would contend probably one of the top 10 soccer players in the game right now, and to be at that level at such a young age, you're likely looking at the next Ronaldo. Stays around in the game for 20 years and is certainly on his way to a legendary Hall of Fame career.
For me, and I guess it's a little sentimental because he doesn't play on a really big non-World Cup team, is Mora, who is playing for Mexico. The interesting thing about him is if he steps foot to get his cap for a World Cup game, he'll be the youngest player ever to set foot on a World Cup match on the pitch, which is insane. And oh, by the way, he should be a junior in high school playing for his high. You didn't realize that the midfielder that plays for Real Madrid, he's on Turkey. And then it's like, well, that may be a harder game for the U.S. just because of him. But now that we're older, it's the young legs.
Say you bring them on in the 70th minute of a game, competing against these 30-year-olds that have been out on the pitch for, you bring in those 18-year-old legs, and now you've got these, tired 30-year-old guys chasing around a 18-year-old with all the speed in the world. It's
right. To put it in context for people that really don't watch soccer, it would be like you're watching a marathon, and for the last 3 miles, they bring in a 20-year-old or 18-year-old that basically can sprint and do a sub 5-minute mile at the end of the race.
Right.
And you got a bunch of 30-year-olds that just ran almost 20.
They'll run like 15 miles a game. And that's what a lot of folks don't understand. And some people get mad that games come down to penalty kicks. But it's like, you can't go infinite number of extra time. You can't have these guys running around the pitch for a marathon length, over the course of 2.5, 3 hours and expect to see quality soccer.
And one other point is that teams do put young legs in there to disrupt towards the end of the game. Go forward, and it's going to be able to break up plays, more star-powered guys. But these kids are the star power with the legs, so they're taking the ball and they're going to goal, they're going to the top of the box, and the defenders at this point now have to turn and run with them. A lot of times they just don't have it in the tank.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're in the next couple videos, we're going to go through each little group, and we're going to talk about the players we want, the teams we want, the favorites we think are going to win, a bunch of different things. We are big World Cup people here at Herman Wells. We're going to talk to you in a little bit. Thanks.